Hey fellow kids, I just realized I could be talking to myself right now. It's been a while. Not a while since I've ridden. I've been riding like all week, but been a while since I recorded a Finally Friday. I was like, there's nothing stopping me from recording right now. I'm having such a great time. Look at the sunset, dude. Someone else got the same idea. He came up. Yeah, I wasn't going to record. I was just going to ride home, and so I will ride home and I'll record. And by record, I mean, of course I'm recording whenever I ride, and I end up getting footage from Moto Monday, but I wasn't going to like talk to the camera and goes, oh yeah, Finally Friday. Yeah, it's been a while because I hadn't made one because I didn't have anything to talk about, and then I got sick, and then I crashed. Also, that's spurred on by the fact that my GoPro has been having so many problems that I've become so dejected and disheartened, but I seem to have fixed it by doing a hard reset and redoing everything, and it seems to be working just fine now. Look at my bike while you can, man. Look at this sunset stuff. It's so cute, man. I clean the wheels, which I rarely do because they get gunked, and I don't know how it looks on the GoPro, but believe it or not, like, oh, actually, shoot, that's actually, well, I mean, they were cleaned yesterday, not anymore, but that's about as clean as they're ever going to get. The moral story is the bike is clean, summer sunset, oh, looks good. I got a snack, and by a snack, I mean a meal. Oh, that was too much, but I was like, I'm going to get a little meal, put it here, because it's cute, and come up and just eat it, and I did, and I was like, well, time to go home. We'll get home by sunset. It's behind the building, but I'll make it home just in time. So I guess you're going to follow me home. I don't know if you wanted to see it, but you missed some alleged pulls. So it's kind of funny. Like, I intended to ride tonight, and then I thought I'm going to hype myself up because when I'm looking for a motorcycle to buy, I'll watch like all the YouTube videos on it. And I thought, you know, it'd be funny if I just watched a video on a motorcycle that I have. Yeah, bro. So I just looked up Super Duke videos, and then like the video to pop up was Motonocity's ride of this bike. It was a bike very similar to mine, same year, similarly spec'd. He was riding it, and I was like, oh, I want that bike. I want one just like it. It's like, oh yeah, I have one. Went out and rode it, and I was like, yeah! And now I'm chilling out a bit, but I mean, I was ripping it, bro. The last video I made was addressing my crash, and I want to make a couple things addressing that video. So a lot of comments, a lot of them, I was like, what in the ass? A lot of comments were like, well, you should just record all the time. And I'm like, did you watch the video? I said I try to record all the time. My camera just stops recording and doesn't work, and I can't tell when it's not working. It's just very defective. It's not that I was negligent and that's why there is no footage, is because the camera just sucks. So that's why there's no footage of the crash. And the second thing is, I'm pretty damn sure I know what happened as far as that bike sucking and the FX and it crashing all the time. Oh, I forgot, I'm looking for a trash can. There's one right there. I forgot I had this bag on me. This is going to be a little tricky to get off with my gloves. It's this very small handle, but worst case scenario, I rip the handle. I'd rather not. It's a precious little plastic paper bag. Ka-chow. Yeah, so what happens with the FX is two things. So I hit water, and whenever you hit anything to lose traction, oil, water, grass, sand, gravel, dirt, any of those 6 things, there's lots of things that can happen to make you lose traction on that bike. In a turn, when that happens, you touch something, you lose traction, the rear wheel spins. 2 things happen to make you go down every time. Firstly, there's so much torque on that bike that as soon as it loses traction, it spins, hits the water, shoots off, you know, regardless of, you know, you can get off the throttle, but if you don't get off the throttle before it happens, regardless, it's going to spin. For the second reason is there's no engine braking to slow that tire down once it gets going. So as soon as you're in a turn on the FX, your rear tire hits something to make you lose traction, boo, it goes. You can't usually recover it because it just keeps going. And that's why that bike has gone down that way so many times. Alrighty, there's nobody outside. Whoa, fuck, Anyway, so after my crash, I experienced a phenomena I call fresh fear. So if you crash, you get back on the bike again, crashing is right on your mind, and so you're like, oh, hyper aware and skittish. The same thing can be applied to, like, if you get pulled over by the cops. Immediately after that, you have fresh fear, which is now I'm like, oh, I'm looking and really like ready to get pulled over by the cops, and eventually you get over it and get to the point where like I can do whatever I want until you get pulled over again. Then fresh fear is back. So the moral of the story with the phenomena I call fresh fear is I got over that like in a day. Once I got on the Super Duke, like I was like, oh no, this bike's fine. But on the FX, I'm like every turn really slowly, just because you know, if you hit something in the road to make you lose traction, you don't see it, you're screwed. There's no recovery. Unlike this bike where if I were to hit something, it would go squirrel and recover because the traction control and all that stuff is good. And I'm, you know, it would save me if I got unlucky. Plus, most bikes don't do that anyway. Once you lose traction, it doesn't just keep going as if you're on the throttle. So anyway, with this bike, I am super comfortable. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty, bro. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. It looks really good. Staring directly into the sun. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm really surprised how few people are out tonight. It's Sunday night. Saturday night, last night was like really busy. There's lots of people out, a lot of motorcycles too. But today it's like nobody's like, where's everybody? I never checked, but I was thinking, you know, I think I remember reading this bike's MPG is 25, and I was like, no. I mean, it's always been doing better than that, I think, but I never checked. So I'm gonna check. The MPG on this bike, the average MPG, at least as of the past 3,000 miles, is 45 MPG. That's really good for a freaking Hyper Naked. That's awesome. Next time I go on a long ass motovlog on this bike and do like a cross-state trip, I'm gonna check the MPG. Then I bet it'll be even better. Sunset hour, right into the sun. It's my family. Look at that. It was Casey Go 16. I've driven that van. That's pretty funny. My van was a Segway van that just drove by. I need to get a job because I want to have that job down before winter comes. Normally I do Amazon during the winter half of the year, but I physically cannot do it because my spine is too boned. There's a motorcycle. I think I see two up there. Oh, I don't want to get left behind. FOMO. Oh, you cock. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The car is already left. There's no reason for this light, and that's going to go green. Yep. And they're just sitting up there. Oh, I'm gonna miss out. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh. It's my family. Saw, dude. Oh, I like that. I like that. Man, it's so nice out. I mean, it's hot, but like, aside from that, it's so nice. This is what summer nights are supposed to be, dude. Because I kind of want to gas it, I'm gonna take the highway home. What are you laughing at? You're looking at me and laughing. As soon as I make eye contact, I'll give them my bobblehead. It's so awkward. All four of them in those two cars are like looking and cycling between looking at me and not looking. There we go. They both looked at the same time and I got them. That stretch of highway between here and my exit should be pretty open, so I should be able to allegedly move efficiently. Are you trying to... Oh, buddy! Woo! Yeah. See you, dudes. That was the highlight of my day, dude. I'm gonna have a shower, and I'm gonna drink up a blast and sit on my ass tonight. I want a clean off-ramp. Oh, it's getting busy. Here we go. Oh, crap. Oh, buddy! Woohoo! I'm legally required to not tell you how fast I was going. However, I can say that was a new top speed on this motorcycle. Woo! Making memories. This is not a smooth bike though. When you really get high on the RPMs, it's just like kind of rattling. I mean, it rattles at low RPMs too, but like you're going that fast, it's like, you know, it's not like a 4-cylinder super bike where it's just kind of smooth, like it's like a plane. This is like, I'm glad I made a video of this because this was very nice little evening. It's just very good. I'm actually gonna stop and put gas in the tank. I'll see you and you'll see me later. Bye.